Welcome back to All This Math. This is Professor Parker. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you drop a comment. If you appreciate the content, make sure you share this with some other people. All right. So what we're going to get into today is some refrigerator math. And this is like a story. This is like, like an experience I had this summer. Like this summer, my refrigerator started making noises. It started to sound like a dirt bike, right? So I knew something was wrong with it. Then the next thing I know, my refrigerator, my stuff not getting cold no more in the refrigerator. So I'm like, man, I gotta buy another refrigerator. But first I'm thinking like maybe I could fix it. Maybe it'd be cheaper to fix it. So I hit some people up and I was like, like I got a homeboy that work at Lowe's. So I was talking to him and I was like, yo, is it worth it for me to just get it fixed? Because it's probably the compressor. The compressor probably went bad. He was like, nah, bro, like, at that point, like, when that go bad, people usually just buy a new refrigerator. So then I started thinking about it, and I was like, damn, like, I gotta buy a new refrigerator. But then that's when I started doing the math, because I was like, yo, did I already get my money's worth? Did I get my money's worth anyway? So check this out, right? I bought the refrigerator back in 2016, right? So we say 2016, right? This is how we use math. We use math to figure out, like, to make better financial decisions. So people always talk about financial literacy, right? We use math, we use algebra, we use arithmetic to make sound financial decisions. So all that talk about financial literacy, if ain't no math, ain't nobody talking about math at the same time, I don't know. I don't know if they're really talking about financial literacy. I mean, what we really talking about, right? So with 2016, I bought the refrigerator for $600. It's a good little deal, you know what I'm saying? Little Maytag joint. So 2016. So now it's 2024, right? So I was thinking like, I had it for how many years? I had it for 8 years, right? I had the refrigerator for 8 years. So I'm gonna write that down too. Let's say 8 years. Now I spent this much money and it lasts me for 8 years. So I'm thinking to myself, well, if I broke it down on a yearly basis, and this is something that accountants do, you know what I'm saying? So I guess it's like depreciation or whatever, right? So I'm trying to think, okay, well, how much was the cost per year? Cost per year. So this where the arithmetic come in. So the word per means division, means to divide, right? So the cost per year. Cost per year. So $600 broken down over 8 years. So I'm doing this. I'm doing $600 divided by 8, right? Now, I could grab the calculator and do that real quick, or I could do this mentally. Now, one of the ways I do division mentally with what seems like big numbers is I do this. I take the 600, that's the dividend, or the numerator in the fraction, right? And that's my divisor, 8. So I think of a number that's close to 600 that I know 8 is a factor of. I think of a number that's close to 600 that I know 8 is a factor of. Because I know 8 is not a factor of 600, right? Because 8 don't go into 60. Because I can pretend that last zero not even on there, and I can say, well, 8 don't go into 60 because I know my multiplication facts. I know that 8 times 7 is 56, and I know that 8 times 8 is 64. Quick public service announcement. Make sure you have your multiplication facts memorized. If you don't, it's a problem. Make sure you memorize your multiplication facts. Make sure your children have their multiplication facts memorized. If they don't, it's a problem. Your life is going to be hard. Make your life easier by memorizing the multiplication facts, at least up to 12 times 12. You can go past 12 times 12. You can get into the 13s, the 14s, the 15s, and all that. But at least know up to 12 times 12 being 144. Do yourself a favor. It's going to improve your life. I promise you. All right, so look, 8 times 7 is 56. So I know 8 times 70 is 560. So watch this. What if I broke this number down into 560, like the old 560 Benzes back in the day, and 40? Oh, I'm in luck now. Because 560 plus 40 is 600, and 560, I already know that's what we call a multiple of 8, right? Because 8 is a factor of 560, right? I got other videos where I get into all that, like talk about multiples and factors and all that. But look, we got 40. I know 40 is a multiple of 8 because I know my multiplication facts. Because I know 8 times 5 is 40, all right? So dig this. I could break it down into 2 separate division problems that I would do in my head. I'm only writing it down just to show y'all what my thought process is, right? Basically showing my work. So 560 divided by 8, that's going to give me 70. Because 56 divided by 8 is 7. So 560 divided by 8 is 70. And then I do 40 divided by 8. And again, I know my multiplication facts. So because 8 times 5 is 40, 40 divided by 8 is 5. So that means that the 70 and the 5, I put them together, I get 75. So that means basically each year I got $75 worth of use out of this. So it's almost like, you know what I'm saying? Like I paid $75 a year for it, you know? And I feel like I got more than 75. I mean, all the groceries and everything, the stuff in my freezer, all that, whatever. Since 2016, it's 2024 right now, I got more than $75 worth of use for the whole year. You know what I'm saying? And we could break it down even further. Like, I could break it down by month. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if it's $75 for the year, I could do 75 divided by 12. Like, how much did I pay per month, basically? Like, how much use did I get? Right? This is how much I paid, but, like, how much was the use? So 12 goes into 75. I'm going to break that down into 72 because I know 72 is a multiple of 12 because I know my multiplication facts, as you should too, right? So that's 72 and 3. The 72 plus 3 is 75. 72 plus 3 is 75. That's why I break it down like that. So 72 divided by 12 is 6. And then, but 12 don't go into 3. Well, 12, the whole 12 can't go into 3. But how much of 12 can go into 3? 1/4. A fourth of a 12 can go into 3, right? So that's a little more deep. I'm not going to get into all the specifics of that in this video. I got other videos where I go all in on that, right? While 12 going into 3 is 0.25. You know what I'm saying? So that's 0.25. So basically that means that if you add these two together, that means I was paying $6.25 per month. $6.25 a month. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, or I believe that I got more than $6 worth of use of my refrigerator every month. You know? So once I did the math, then I'm like, I don't feel so bad about grabbing a new refrigerator. So, you know, I hit my homeboy up and I was like, y'all got any deals? And then, you know, I grabbed a new refrigerator and everything's cool. You know what I'm saying? But I got my money's worth, right? So, but doing the math and doing the algebra and the arithmetic is what showed me that I got my money's worth. All right, so these are things you can do too. This is the purpose of math. So when you were sitting in class, if you a parent or whatever, grandparent, aunt, uncle, you back in the day used to sit in class like, well, I gotta know this. What am I use this for? This is what you use it for, right? Because if you can't do analysis, if you can't do, you know, mathematical analysis, then you're gonna end up making bad decisions. Bottom line, and a lot of times them bad decisions are gonna benefit somebody else. So a lot of people want you to make bad decisions so they can benefit off you and exploit you and profit off of you financially, right? So it's in their best interest for you to not know math. And when if your children sit in class doing the same thing, talking about, oh, I don't need to know this. What I need to know this for, all I need to know how to do is count my money. Really? Right? You're going to end up making bad choices. And people are going to exploit you and take advantage of you. So get out there, learn your math, learn your algebra, and all that, so you can make some decisions about some real life stuff. And remember, everyday life is the best math curriculum. Everyday life is the best math curriculum. All right? I'll see y'all in the next video.